I wonder what the spot would scale to. Oh, I watched the Spider-Man movie. It was pretty decent. I didn't see the first Spider-Man movie, so I was kind of like lost, and it didn't really hit. It was kind of boring at the beginning because I didn't see the first one, but I enjoyed it. I did enjoy it. Yeah, Budokai Tenkaichi 4, bruh. When I saw that, I was actually fucking screaming. I actually was screaming, man. I was dude, no, man. You have no idea, bro. Because I've been these the past like fucking like what is it like 5 or 6 years ever since Xenoverse, man. Ever since Xenoverse 1, it's just been absolute fucking mid trash, man. Like the games that people talk about the most are fucking mobile games. I'm like, man, this shit is garbage. Like, what even happened? Like, and even Xenoverse is like this really like weird, clunky, like laggy game. Like it feels very. You'll be hitting people with like a fucking kamehameha, and it's like glitching out and like hitting them like weird frame rates and making them like ragdoll like a little bit like kind of awkwardly. The whole game is just so ugly. Like so I was like, please just bring it back a little bit. I need, just bring it. I don't care if it's just like an ugly game. I don't care if it's not competitive. Just bring back an old school game, please. Like I'm tired. Even fighters. I'm like, dude, I hate this shit. Why does every character fight pretty much the same exact way? Why is it weird to fight? This should be a fucking Naruto game. Dragon Ball characters do not fight like this at all. Like this is not a Dragon Ball game. Like so, I was when I saw that shit, bro. It was unbelievable. It was unbelievable because another thing for me too is I was like, bro, Fighter Z, well not Fighter Z, but Tenkaichi 4 and Elden Ring DLC, they got like announced on like the same fucking day, and then Resident Evil 4 was coming out as well. It was no, it was crazy. It was crazy. I was fucking coming in my pants. It was insane. One thing about Xenoverse 2 is I do prefer Xenoverse 2 over like Dokkan, so obviously, like, um, but still. Please don't fumble Budokai 4. Bro, all they have to do, I don't even care if it plays a lot like Budokai 3. Just put new characters in it. It could just be Budokai 3 DLC. I don't even give a fuck. Just have every character play like Budokai 3 with maybe like slightly upgraded graphics. Like it could be look, if it costs a lot of money and it's too hard to do, just slightly better, just slightly polished, slightly HD, and then put the new characters on it. Like that's all I ask for, bro. It doesn't have to be something crazy. It can be old school. It would still play better than Xenoverse. I don't care. Can you whistle? I can't. No. Can you start giving us updates on the progress of your YouTube videos? I am making a lot of YouTube videos right now. I have a few planned. One of them is gonna take a long time, so I'll just say this, bro. I've been doing a lot of Naruto notes. My Naruto. Okay, so my Dragon. Let me put this into example here. My Dragon Ball notes for the manga was 100 pages. Okay, Dragon Ball manga notes was 100 pages, and then it was like 40 pages for like the super anime, and then like 40 for the super manga, and then it kind of like added up a little bit. Eventually got to like 200 or 196 or something like that. I don't remember the exact number. Bro, Naruto manga notes alone. I am at page 270 by chapter 400. It is fucking unreal how much shit, like how many things there are to take note of in Naruto. It's actually fucking stupid. And no, and then I have to do the anime and bruh. It's taking time. It's taking time. It's actually like a fucking college thesis, man. But that aside, what videos do you guys want me to make? That Elden Ring video is long overdue. I made Elden Ring versus Kratos. That video is pretty good, actually. Just watch Elden Ring versus Kratos. That video is pretty decent if you need anything like that. Uh, do you think Kakashi will reappear? He should. He needs to. I mean, I know. I know Kishimoto was hyping up that Kakashi was he had a very important role and he was doing some crazy shit behind the scenes. So knowing Kishimoto, he's probably has like a very good plan with that. I think he'll do it justice. I think the anime kind of ruins that concept because we see Kakashi a bit more, but the manga's doing a good job keeping him mysterious. So Kishimoto could do something crazy. Have you read any more One Piece? No, I haven't had any time. There's not any like One Piece videos I'd want to make in the immediate future anyway. So I'm been focusing more on things like working on myself and stuff. Did you play? Yes, RE4 remake was great. I think with the RE4 remake, the soul of it kind of got removed a little bit. It kind of lost a lot of soul, but the actual like mechanics, the mechanics were really fun because it kind of had like this Sekiro fucking like deflection system with the knife, and I don't know who in the office cooked that up. Allah will provide. Yeah, yeah. I did a lot of research on Islam and Judaism and Christianity, and yeah. Because, like I said, what's interesting is about getting into religion for me is that, like I said, I was a fate pagan, so I had a pagan tattoo. I was like a super fate worshiper, and so for me, getting into religion was very open-minded, and I did it as more of an adult. So I feel like I had a very clear conscience making that decision and really deciding what was true or not. And yeah, Christianity does seem like the right answer. Even in terms of like meta ethics, in terms of like logical foundations and the way Christianity works, it's more consistent. Even in terms of like that logical sense, like in terms of like an actual debate on meta ethics or like meta logic and shit like that, it it was more consistent. Like Xeno game or Heroes, where it's just not even canon. God versus Allah. I mean, I am not doing that. No, I'm not talking bad about Allah or anything like that. It's the most true since the arguments are stronger for God. One thing about God that I really value, um, one thing I really value about like the whole God arguments is like also what is realistic because you can make a consistent God worldview, right? That fits logically, and so you can then like justify your values and your reasons, even though it all becomes inherently circular at the beginning. You can justify your values. You have justification for logic and stuff like that. You can do that with a made up god or like whatever, but you also need to think, but what would God actually do if he was real, and what impact on history would he have? Because the reason I was a fatalist is because I was like, well, if it's just like this entertainer fucking fate entity who's making these stories and this world building with like diversity, that makes sense to me. But then there's certain reasons I don't believe that anymore, and I don't really want to get too deep into religion, but yeah. But yeah, it's complicated. I don't even want to get into it. It's crazy. But yeah, if you're a Muslim and all that, then that's not a problem. God doesn't necessarily need to be an entity. Yeah, I'm not making any claims like God can be the only answer, right? I'm just saying I'm going with the more like the justifiable worldview that is consistent is what I was mainly going for. That's what I was saying. I don't think God needs to necessarily be anything. But I was more so saying from a system of belief because you can make consistent beliefs. What do you personally believe would be like the most consistent with your worldview of how he would act or what you think he would do, and a lot of those things. Um, I'm not even trying to make like a debate argument about it. I'm just explaining like my own personal reasons for why I kind of stretched towards that idea. John Cena cream pie. Clyde said he's gonna make sure Omar gets Naruto vs Ichigo done and try to help him as much as possible. What do you know of it? We didn't get much of an update. I assume Clyde's gonna upload it. I don't know who's gonna upload it. I don't know anything about it. Um, I would say support it because I put a lot of work into it. Omar put like fucking years of his life. Literally, dude, Omar was going to therapy and shit trying to get the shit done, and like getting paid like bus driver wages, like minimum wage, like going crazy on this animation. And Clyde did a lot of work too. So I mean, if you can try to donate to that, I try to donate as much as I could. I gave him like a fucking like 20K check to pay for like the Patreon expense as well as trying to help him keep going. I want to see that get done too. I can go on Clyde's channel, Omar's channel, or whoever the fuck. It doesn't really matter. I just want to see it get done as well. So there's a lot of soul in that fucking project. It needs to get done. Um, after they release the video of Naruto vs. Ichigo, will you discuss why you think whoever won the fight? Oh yeah, of course. Yeah. If they want me to like even make like if they even wanted me just to make a little sound bit and send it to them, I'd do that. I could even go on stream and upload like, hey, this is why I decided to do this or that and blah blah blah. I could still do that if they wanted me to. It's up to them though. Demon Slayer videos. So I've seen the Demon Slayer anime, and I'm not gonna lie, that shit is very it's just mid, man. Like, no offense, I know a lot of my close friends actually really like it, so I'm saying that genuinely. Like, I watch it with them, and it's just not that great, to be honest. Um, I don't even want to make a video. They're not even that strong either, or anything. Maybe it'd get views. I don't know. Bleach Captain's Ranking Part Two. Was thinking about that. Yeah, talking to someone. Let's see. Final Fantasy. I think Clyde did a Final Fantasy video. I don't wanna step on his toes on that one. Her Kingdom Hearts got brought up to multiversal level. Really? That's good actually, because I low key always believed that. Because it was like the Kingdom Hearts universe itself is like a multiverse, and then Kingdom Hearts itself and the X Blade are like considered like a tier above it. So it's like it's just weird that it wasn't multiversal for a long time. Demon Slayer's trash. Mid Slayer. I wouldn't say it's trash. I'd just say it's very generic. It's very well animated, but it's very generic. Hope they expand more on the hand-to-hand combat in Resident Evil 5. Yeah, I mean they kind of messed around with that in Resident Evil 6, where if you played as Jake, you could do like hand-to-hand fucking combos. So maybe they'll expand on that, but it was kind of wonky because the game sucked. Clyde deleted his Final Fantasy video. That's unfortunate. It was a good video from what I remember. Marv, 3400. Thank you for the $5. I'm glad you're doing good. I just got out of prison and your videos got me through it. Wow. Keep uploading, or I'll do something to get sent back. This is all my money, by the way. Yo, thank you, bro. Don't give me any money if you can't afford it, bro. But I hope things are going better. And yeah. I wonder what Noodles thinks about Minato versus Kakuzu now with that one shot out. I've heard a lot of crazy things. I wonder if he thinks Kakuzu still wins. One thing about Noodles that I always appreciated, and I actually said this publicly, is his Kakuzu argument is actually very well formulated, like argumentatively speaking, which is something I really appreciated because to be fair, like everyone's speaking, like obviously we know Kakuzu gets like shit on by Pain or like by Minato and stuff like that, but the fact that he could formulate such like an actual logical argument for making Kakuzu beat people like Pain, even though I don't think it's like fully sound. Like I think I could beat the argument, but the fact that he could just like go through like thousands of people on his own little Broly war about it was pretty insane. I always appreciated that. So when I was saying, I was curious about him, what he thinks about Minato versus Kakuzu. I was actually wondering, did he make a new argument? Like, does he actually not think Minato's that crazy still, or what? I don't know. I'm actually genuinely curious. Um, Let me see. You hate noodles? You shouldn't. You should not. Don't hate any of these people. These people are just anime fans, just trying to make it, man. You got to be more compassionate. Yeah, when it comes to noodles, I do understand a few things. I understand why he did what he did, um, as well. I mean, me and him had like this fucking like Russia U.S. Cold War shit behind the scenes, because we had like a falling out as friends, and I did him wrong, he did me wrong. Um, so I don't want people to start hating on him or anything. Like it's a complicated situation. So didn't Noodles have a whole plan to extort you? Um, I don't think honestly speaking, I do think that Noodles in those recordings was on like he was on some anime villain shit, but I also say this, I actually do think he's more of like a genuine goofy dude that wouldn't really do something like that. And I think as I'm listening to the recording, it seems more like he didn't really know what the word meant, because like the other people like in the call, they're like, "What do you mean? I don't think you mean that." And he's like, "Oh, yeah." I don't know. So it might have just been like a slip of the tongue, but at the time it did seem like, wow, that was fucking crazy. But no, I don't think he would actually go that far. And Noodles actually has like, in his credit, even during like, all this drama and all this crazy shit that happened, he actually has a lot of information about me, right? We actually have information about each other, And even during all this drama and all that, he didn't do anything with it. So I actually genuinely don't think he would have done anything. I think he was just fucking vibing. Like he was just having a fucking Zetsu moment, like in the call, like which is goofy. Like, but he didn't do anything with it, and I think he just misspoke. So I remember when someone brought up something about someone's girlfriend in Walmart. Dude, oh, it's so fucked. Oh, it's so fucked. Oh, whew. Fuck. Oh, I should not have told people about that. Oh, it's so fucking awful, man. You know what? If Noodles, if you ever hear this, bro, I'm sorry for doing that. That was actually the fucking. Oh, it's demonic. Oh, it's demonic. I can't believe I fucking did that to him. Like actually, man, it's so fucking. Because, dude, I remember why I did it. I remember why I did it. It was like I did it because it was like, you guys remember the pack off, like the Noodle Seth pack off where he just like popped off on me. That's why I did it. It was like, okay, well, fuck you then. I'm gonna tell them about that if you're gonna do this, and then But that whole situation was my fault. So it's just like I was just on some fucking bastard energy for even retaliating because I did deserve to get fucking chewed out for sure. Oh, it's fucked up. Yeah, when I even when I was like fucking chortling about it, I'm not actually laughing about it. I'm more like it's actually so fucking insane that I did that. It's like fucking crazy. Are you uploading in the new future? I hope you're all right. Yeah, I am. Damn. I shouldn't. Yeah, no. Uh. Fuck. Like I understand how I felt in the situation and how it was like, well, an eye for an eye, motherfucker. Like but it's like how I am now. It's like I couldn't do that. Like it's too far. It's too personal. Especially because like the insults he was saying a lot of insults, but a lot of it was like impersonal. Um, so it was like to respond with like a deep personal exposure was just like fucked up, even like in eye for an eye terms, to be honest. You gotta apologize for saying the N word though. I did actually. I did a long time ago. I did years ago. There's a whole stream about it actually. There's actually if you actually look up like I think there's actually streams of me just dedicating a whole stream to that concept. Which is why when it got brought up, it didn't really blow up as much as you might think it is, because it's like this is already something that got touched on in the past a lot. At least when it comes to DBS manga, you went on your break at the right time. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The good thing about this drama, God bless, is I made my 100K before I got canceled, right? And then like all the mangas were just being mid when I was gone. So it was literally like this like divine golden age of like this is the perfect time to reform. You know what I mean? So that was on my side there. That felt good. Why'd you say you were poor on that stream? The reason I said I was poor on that stream is because okay, compared to most people, I have like a decent amount of money, right? But the problem is that I have very high expenses, and the IRS is also on my ass. So it's like, even though I had money, it's like I don't have as much money as it appears that I have, if that makes sense. So it was like I was like sort of like in this like anxious area where like I wasn't even sure how much money I would even have like after it was all said and done. You know what I mean? So I did get that settled out, and I'm glad I got it all fixed, and I was able to like kind of ground myself in terms of like how much money I actually have. So that was good. But yeah, at the time I was like, bro, I don't think I have as much as you might think. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, obviously I do have decent money, and I've been helping people and stuff like that. So I've been trying to be good with it. As long as you apologize, yeah, I mean, I've been, that's been my whole thing. I'm trying not to just say shit. I've actually been trying to put in the work because when it comes to like a lot of my old friend relationships, it's like, yeah, I'm gonna change, man, and then I'm like this traumatized fucking degenerate, like, that's like disassociated from the internet. It's like, well, in like a week I'm gonna relapse, like, you know what I mean, like. And it's just like over and over again for like 7 years straight. Like, so I was like, you know what? I really actually do need to fucking make the effort to change. So I did. Seth, you fucking up Pack God with Legendary. Yeah, yeah. I learned some things about Pack God too. It's very weird shit. Even Clyde was. He sent on stream. He didn't know who Pack God was until 2 weeks later. Yeah, it was just so random. Like, what the fuck was Pack God doing there? Who is that? Like, oh, it's so weird. It's so apparently LTG and Pack God got into it. That had to be legendary. That had to be legendary. But it was like a weird time. Honestly, the funniest part of the live stream was Arrow hopping in. Bro, yeah, Arrow and Noodles, they're like cats and dogs, bro. You get them in a room, there's not going to be one productivity is not going to be seen for at least a year, bro. They just don't stop. It's actually insane how much they can go at it. I'm like, damn, how do they still have shit to say sometimes? It is sad, bro. They go crazy. They go crazy. I don't know about that. All right. I have a private Discord. I have like fucking 7 people added, so I don't have any like public Discord or even like pseudo public one. Seth, I need to know who is stronger, current Gohan Beast or Goku and Vegeta. Well, okay, I'm gonna say this. I haven't read anything concerning the superhero recap, so if we're just going by the movie, Gohan should shit stomp them. Yeah, he should be. Well, maybe not shit stomp, but he should be stronger, right? So based off of what I remember, I'm a bit rusty with Dragon Ball. I'm more in like Naruto brain, but yeah, there's no reason that Gohan Beast shouldn't be stronger. If he is stronger, that's stupid. Nah, he is stronger. Yeah, him and Cell Max should be stronger. Yeah, Cell Max is just a dumb fuck that can't fight. So it's just like, yeah. Even Piccolo should be able to give Goku and Vegeta a pretty decent time. I mean, that's what Toriyama was intending with the character. So keep up with JJK? No, but I do know the spoilers. So I was thinking about making some videos. I was thinking about making a JJK video. I have some cool ideas for it because I've been hearing some things that are pretty interesting. So I do actually think I have some things to say. I remember, I still think Kakashi versus Gojo is a decent video, but I didn't touch up on the conceptual shit at all. Because I made that video months before I released it, and by the time I released it, there's like new conceptual arguments, and then apparently in the new JJK manga chapters, it's actually been reinforced. So I kind of want to go into that. I think it'd be cool.